Hey, what's going on, guys? Battle Nation Zimper here, back today with another video. And today, guys, we are here with another good one. We are covering another unit, and it is one of my personal favorites and a community favorite. And that, of course, is the Veteran. This bad boy was highly anticipated this past update, and when he came out, whew, he shook markets. Despite getting a whole bunch of cool new units this past update, despite stopping at level 49 right before all of, the mega tanks and the really good stuff at level 50 and beyond, we still got a whole bunch of good stuff these 3 levels we did. And despite getting some really cool vehicles and some really cool stuff like, the Civil Wolves, we very unfortunately didn't really see that much attention around them, which, is thankfully probably, just because people are now starting to be able to build up, the veteran counts and mercy counts that, you want to. But we now have a lot of focus on somebody who definitely deserves it, and that, of course, is this bad boy right here, the beautiful Veteran. We're going to be answering one question. Is the Veteran worth it? And in case you got to go, let me just answer it real quick. Yes. Now, let me justify that answer. So, how is the Veteran good? So, in case you didn't know, this is the Veteran. He unlocks at level 47 and has a maximum HP of 520. And that's really good. And you might argue he doesn't have any health for an Aeopod unit, and even worse than that, arguably, is no armor. But I would say that's pretty good, especially for an infantry unit. If this was, a vehicle, I would definitely, say something, especially looking at you, scout bike. But for an infantry unit, even a nano one, you don't need armor to be good. And let me tell you, this guy's moves definitely make up for it, and that's what everybody likes about him. This is it right here, and as you can see, this is just, what is there to say other than just beautiful? So this first attack right here, 249, is just gorgeous single targeting. This is a massive damage blow. Hits everything except air, LT, and of course C, because, obviously that's just all ground units. And then you have this right here. This kind of reminds me of, something you get in the beginning of the game. Of course, the Gunner, which, obviously this is him, obviously not nearly as good, but it kind of reminds you of him. So yeah, absolutely love this. And finally, cannot forget the unit that hits everything. And this honestly makes this unit versatile for everything, because this makes it where he can hit, everything besides C. And again, can't go on C, so it makes sense. But he can hit air with this attack, and that, of course, is his 165 rocket shot. Just sin. This is amazing damage for an infantry unit. Of course, you do have to pay nanopods, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm unfortunately having that, as you gentlemen can see right there. We'll fix that later, as long as they'll let me play the game. Will it let me play the game? Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't even care about that, Battle Nations, as long as you let me play my game. So yeah, we'll deal with that later, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and collect our gold and continue on with here. But as I was saying, the nanopod cost is a bit extreme. It, of course, 75 nanos. That's, a bit pricey, but again, highly worth it for that move set. And again, a maximum of 520 HP is not bad at all either. Nothing to scoff at. So, how's the upgrade? Here's the statistics for that. And, a little bit expensive later. Of course, you got 2 days for the last 2 upgrades. That's up rank 4, and sorry, not rank 4, rank 5 and 6. And that's 18 bars and 5 laurels, those last 2 upgrades. So, again, gets pretty expensive, but at the end there, he has an amazing stat pool. And I would say is certainly worth it, despite having a 75 nano cost. Yikes, that is very expensive. To put that into comparison, the Mega Tank is going to be 85. So just the Mega Tank is going to be only 10 nanopods more. Now, is this guy worth 10 nanopods less than a Mega? I would personally argue, yeah. You might say that's different. Personally, that's fair. Now, something I would say is harder is something like the Legendary Mammoth. He is 85 nanopods. But here's the thing, we don't know if the Legendary Mammoth is even coming back, and if he is, he may not be nearly as strong. So, completely understandable decisions there. So, in conclusion, have to say, the Veteran right here is a fantastic unit. Should you train up a few? Yes, I would recommend getting at least 2. If you can afford it, if you are a free-to-play player, don't sweat it. You do not need this guy, but if you want this guy just to have some fun, just to train up, or you're thinking, I need to spend my nano sparingly, and you're wondering if he's worth it, yes, he is definitely worth getting to. But is he an absolute must? Not at all. And yeah, guys, that will just about do it for today's video. Just wanted to make this quick little video on this guy right here because, again, I absolutely adore the veteran. I've seen a lot of conversations saying whether or not he's a classic need or it's just, a vanity unit. And again, I think he's a lot like this heavy right here I've been using all throughout the video. The heavy is by no means required. In fact, as you see, I'm on a level 29 account. There are much better options. It's just the heavy is such an easy unit to rely on if you're willing to spend the nanos. If I was doing strictly free to play, which actually technically am, I guess I'm going to run into issue, it is kind of a problem. Don't do what I'm doing on here. Do what I say, not what I do type of thing, right? But in all seriousness, again, like the heavy, it's fun to use, but not necessary in the slightest. So yeah, don't feel pressured into doing it. And that will just about do it for us, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like down below, subscribing to the channel if you are new. We're going to have a whole lot coming up. I feel we have a whole lot down the pipeline, not just for the guild as a whole, but just in Battle Nations and news. I think a next update is just around the corner. I love the last update. I love these past few levels, but I feel like Madrona's cooking something. I could be wrong here. It would be sucks if we have to wait till like Christmas or even maybe beyond that. But I feel maybe. Could be wrong. We'll see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think? What do you want? What are you looking forward to? Me personally, I'm just excited to see what's in these next few levels, see what's going on with multiplayer, and see what's ever beyond that. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like down below, subscribing to the channel if you're new. If you need a guild, please consider checking out the Empire linked in the description down below. We have a main guild, which is extremely competitive, and a whole bunch of casual feeder guilds. So whether you're a maxed out player looking to get everything tier 10 and beyond, or a more casual player just looking to chill, we have options for you in the Empire. And yeah, guys, with all that being said, that will do it for us. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, have a great rest of your day. And we're just going to clear out this little wave right here. It feels so weird to do this over the sandbox, but I'm not going to lie, I think it definitely makes for better background gameplay. It just feels so weird, but it is definitely worth it. Let's see. Why did I throw a mortar team in here? That was not needed at all. The mortar team was not necessary, nor was the riot trooper, but since they're here, might as well get SP for them. Okay, I did not mean to do that. This mouse has been giving me trouble. It's been doing it the past few streams, as you gentlemen will know, but at least the riot trooper can normally give me success. Come on, okay. 22 HP still, my goodness. Alright, this will kill him, thankfully. Should have checked if the tank killer was still on. Alright, 4,237 gold and 39 SP across the board. Beautiful. And come on, mouse, at least tell me what I got. 20 SP after the mini tank because he didn't shoot, and the heavy, of course, was already ready to go. Alright, that'll actually do it for us. I think that might be my longest outro ever. Thank you so much, guys, and as always, have a great rest of your day.